The Sunshine State, a hotbed of passionate football fans. It is not hard to find where rivalry battle lines in the state are drawn on a day like today. These two are due to lock up once again, and we can't wait to get it started. Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee, Florida. It's the Florida Gators and the Florida State Seminoles. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Guys, checking in with the Gators head coach before the game. One of the big keys in this game plan here today is to get their transfer running back the ball. He has been terrific all season and really paced this team, but today he has an opportunity to go over 1,000 yards. He is early and often in the script. Coach said, we want to run the rock, really make sure that he gets that mark, but more importantly, it helps our team win every Saturday when he's rolling. Back to you guys.
Okay, Holly. The Gators headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. Coming out with it, it's Singleton. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. From the gun, give on the inside. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. Hands it off on the counter. Here's a little room there. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
Pulls and fires complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Noles come to the line in the hurry-up. Out of the gun to give to the back. Picks up the first down. Has the 45 on its way. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
He might want another play. To the air, it's Daniels. Makes the grab. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct.
Makes the grab and room to run. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Trying to set up the screen. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be fourth down and 1.
Really good job by the defense, understanding third down, the situation of the game. I play a little bit deeper, take away the sticks, react to shorter. I got to go get him on the ground now. Nice job making the tackle, but playing the down and distance first, and now forcing a fourth down.
The Gators are going to call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Snap to the back. He's barely going to make it back to the line of scrimmage, and he'll be stopped short on fourth down.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on fourth down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pryor. Got a little grass.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And that's exactly what you wanted from this offense, man. Just breathe a little bit easier, created a little bit of space by getting that first down. Now I wonder, now does this open it up? Does this give us a chance now on first down, be more aggressive, more space on the football field, less concerned about maybe going backwards?
Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
The receiver. He's brought down at the 33. And that's a first down for the offense.
And the Gators have their offense in high gear. Running inside. It's Pryor. Got enough for the first. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
The Gators back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. This time he wants to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Pryor. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon. You're seeing that here early.
The Gators can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run play action. Pocket breaking down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wants to throw again. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. This rivalry only dates back to the late 50s, but what it might lack in long-term history, it more than makes up for in disdain, guys.
And historically, this game really has meant a lot. You go back to the 90s, this was basically a de facto national championship game before the championship game. Remember, they played twice back in 1996, the year Danny Werfel won the Heisman Trophy. So this game always means a lot.
Yeah, this is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits for him to take a couple steps, boom, fires it right on his chest. They can complete this probably with their eyes closed. They've ran this route so many times together.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's complete on the right side. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And when you start to develop a feel as a tight end that you can feel the zones and the holes, man, you start to become unstoppable. Nice job. QB on the same page, sees his tight end break towards this.
Finding some room. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves. And they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Gators. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout. It's second. They're down to one timeout left in the half. They'll run the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up. just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. That ball's incomplete. They had the screen all set up, and he couldn't hang on to the ball.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
He takes it at the 45. There he goes. Open it up. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. The run inside. It's Pryor. He breaks a tackle. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. That Gator ground game is lurking in the murky waters, and it has been most effective.
Yeah, and we've seen them in the past, man. When Florida's really, really cooking, they've got some good backs. They've got some good balance, but they've got some physicality, and that's what you want to see from this unit.
Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Man, I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to the running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Looking to fire. Tight end finds a soft spot. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Running the red zone. It's ball. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
This offense typically really good in these physical situations, running the football, getting 1st downs. They got stopped on this play. Interesting decision coming up here on 4th down.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. The field goal is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar, those are the ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a miss and a missed opportunity.
Swings it out to his running back.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Back to throw, it's Daniels. Release to the back. It's caught. They stop him right there. A pickup of 10, enough for the 1st down, and we've also taken it to the 2-minute timeout. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Moving out of the pocket. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the fumble trickles out of bounds, and a big loss on that play. The Seminoles send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wants to bring it back. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? And the Gators trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pryor. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. They make the tackle at the 33, and it is well short of the first down. FSU calling its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Punt is on its way. Catches it at the 15. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. To the air, it's Daniels. He fires a bullet to the right. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Goes to the option. He'll toss it. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And coming into this game, talking to coaches, man, they were worried about how fast this defense was, how physical it was. And so far throughout this game, man, it's shown up. Like the speed, the tackling, the eye discipline, they've done such a good job owning this football game early. And it's on the offense now. They've got to find some answers.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Running inside. It's Pryor. Just burrowed right into the middle, and this clock keeps running here late in the second quarter. Timeout now called by the Gators. That's their last one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Time dwindling away as they try try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield very late in the half. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
From inside the 15, here's the return. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority one. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that bull Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. Let's start with a look at Oregon State taking on the number 11 team, the Maryland Terrapins. And it's the Beavers, able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive.
That victory is a positive in what has been a very disappointing 3-9 season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. The give to the back. Maybe some room here. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
The run inside. It's Pryor. Makes it past the marker. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Looking for room. It's Pryor. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
And you can tell they set up the screen action, but how about the ability to adjust, right? I see what the defense is giving me. You're going to leave that open? Okay, I'm going to take it right now.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. They're throwing for it on 4th down. He's got it. 1st down and more. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Gators! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass.
Number 38 sets it, kick it away.
He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Looking left. The sure hands, it's Carter. Nothing too surprising about seeing the Seminoles being productive in the passing game.
Man, we can think back, Reese, to so many great offenses for Florida State, whether it's Charlie Wood or Chris Winkie, whoever it is, the trigger man being really, really good is the start of a great Florida State team.
The Noles want to crank the tempo.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to...
He wants to take the top off. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're late in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
Got his man! And he's out of bounds after the nice gain, and maybe that is finally the spark to get this passing game going. Wide receiver going in motion. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4. The Seminoles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The offense changing the play. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. That false start changes your mindset. Now you're 2nd and long, 9 yards to go. Scanning the field, it's Daniels. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end.
Going for it all. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, this passing attack was on fire last week. Quarterback threw multiple TDs, but they got brought back down to earth very quick in the first half of this game. So here they are now early in the third quarter. They're trying to get some of that mojo back, taking a shot. I like the aggressiveness.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
And that won't quite be enough for the first down as he's knocked down just short of the sticks. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert and keep this drive going. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Going for 6. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
You got to be sharp in the red zone. You can't turn the football over in the red zone. You got to be crisp. You got to be on time. You can tell the QB wasn't on time. The defender made him pay. Nice interception, stealing points now off the board.
Snagged in the middle. It's Brown. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Now on the option. He'll pitch it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Neither of these teams cracking the top 25 as we are in the final week of the season. Let's take a look at where things stand right now. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Looking to fire. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. It's a fumble on the play. He picks it up, still on his feet. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down marker.
Great.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they went for it, but when you're up by a couple scores, I think you're just kind of free and like, hey, let's keep scoring points. Let's keep the offense out there. Let's keep the accelerator on, and I guess, hey, who cares? We're not going to lose anyways.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen.
They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. No, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Throws to the tight end. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. And the Seminoles want to pick up the tempo. Quarterback making adjustments. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout at second. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, second and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the third down.
Under fire. Buried before he could blink. Hang on just a second. I think they're going to try to get the touchdown here. Man, this could be a gamble, guys. They could come up empty. Timeout now called by the Gators. That's their last one. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Looking for the score. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Brought down inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 after that interception. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Gives them some room to operate as he rumbles ahead for 6 out to the 15-yard line.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of the game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
Ball again. Crosses the 30. Nothing but green grass down the middle. He's at the 30. The 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Florida. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And the Gators have chomped down, and they put a little distance between themselves and the Noles.
You know, both of these teams always have lots of speed, but it's the Gators. They look like the faster team pulling away here in the second half. Big plays offensively, and their defense is really flying around.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Fielded in the end zone. It's Singleton. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller. That's what happens down near the goal line, David. With this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This offense is going to have to get more aggressive. Like, they can't take many more shots short down the field and not getting gains. They've got to keep their foot on the gas. They've got to take some shots, work the middle of the field, but make some big plays down a couple possessions.
And the Seminoles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw it. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Snaps it in the shotgun. He's got it on the run. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Trying to bull his way in. Touchdown, Florida. And the pummeling has started. They've built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Fielded in the end zone, it's Singleton. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking for a man. It's Daniels. Connection to the right. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 for the first down. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Out of the gun, the inside give. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
Listen, I'm not one for moral victories.
He lets one fly deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Here comes the heat. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over. This offense has it with really good field position. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's ball. Shakes off the defender. Maybe a crease. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And the extra point is true, and the score is 35-3. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed him for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Carter. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Knowles in the hurry-up.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet.
Throws it deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done it.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. On 4th down, going to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Still on his feet at the 45. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field, catch the defense off guard.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? To the air, it's Daniels. Going for the big play. Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. A deep throw as the clock winds down. It is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
Well, it's been that kind of day for the offense, and this quarterback specifically. They've had their chances. They've had opportunities throughout the course of the game to get some pitches and catches and make some explosive plays, just not able, though, to hook up. And you saw it on that 4th down play right there. They're trailing by a lot of points because those are the throws you've got to make if you're going to win games like this, and they just have not been able to get it done.
It can get a little heated, and it did in this Sunshine State showdown, but it couldn't stop the boys from old Florida from stealing the headlines in this one. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.